Welcome back to Blue Collar Speed and Repair. Continuing work on the, still don't know what I'm calling this thing, the van truck thing. Last video, what did we do? Went through the engine, I think. Rebuilt the carburetor, replaced some gaskets, stuff like that. Got the engine running really good. Getting close to driving it, hopefully. Still got to go tag office and all that good stuff, but this go around, I want to give this thing a makeover. The only thing we've done externally to this thing is pressure washed it, I think. But so like this bed needs some work, obviously. I'm assuming this is just body filler. We're gonna try to get all this crap off of here, clean this stuff up as best we can. I got like some rust converter type spray. Gonna hand wash it. Hopefully see if we can get all this kind of surface stuff off of here. I've got a set of wheels and tires sitting over here. I've had sitting for a little bit. Get those on here. Need to go through all the lights. I think only some of them are working. And then a bunch of little stuff. I think these mud flaps can go away. I don't plan on towing, so the trailer connections can go. Got some loose wiring hanging, stuff like that. The exhaust tips are just tacked into place when you get those welded up. See about actually like properly bolting on the guards. See if we can straighten the one up on that side. It's pretty bent. I'll grab one of those mirrors real quick. And then the mirror on the driver's side is completely broke and gone. Passenger side, hang on. Passenger side, the frame is all broke and whatever. Anyway, had trouble finding this size mirror. So
bigger is better?
This is what she found on Amazon. So we're gonna see if we can get those mounted up. Should be able to see I don't know, into the next state with those.
At least the next county.
At least the next county. So on the bed, got another Bedliner kit. I'm hoping we can do the interior floorboards as well. We got some, I don't know where it is, some rust converter type stuff. And we went with the Vice Grip Garage. I'm walking here. Wipe on clear coat and a matte finish. I didn't want to go shiny because I don't want to change the look too much. I want to keep it kind of as original as I can. I've had several thoughts on what to do with this thing. Lots of changes went through my head about how to change it up and make it different and make it cool or whatever, but I think it's cool anyway. So I don't want to mess with it. Don't want to change it too much. I want to kind of keep it this look as best as possible. And other than that, I'm going to quit yakking and get to work. I'm going to get this stupid thing outside and we're going to try to wash it. Doors still need work. I lied to you. I'm going to start with getting rid of some of this extra stuff on here. See how many of these rusty bolts strip out. Oh, that one's not coming out. What about this one?
Yeah, they all got nuts on the back.
Do they? Yep. I thought they were just screws. All right. All right. Looks like I'm cutting. All right. You might want to come to the other side. Probably should have used the grinder wheel instead. Since all I seem to be doing is just grinding it off. Somebody did quite the cutout job on these mud flaps.
Good too.
Yeah. I want to give it a little less of a tow rig vibe, and a little more of a kind of a hot rod vibe if we can. Gas filler here. Yeah, thread the bolts out of this side too. Come on. Okay. Now what? You didn't tell me I had 2 pairs of glasses on my head. Well, the other pair so I can see. Okay. Now what? All right. Yeah, I feel like the front ones can go away. Those look like just a couple screws. Yeah. All right. This exhaust here, I just, or at least the shields, I just kind of zip tied them into place to get the look. I think on the second video. This one, obviously, pretty bent up. So we try to straighten that guy out a little bit. And the guy I bought this from, or we bought this from, had taken the wing off and cut the exhaust tips off to fit in his trailer. So we need to clean this up, run a bead around this one and that one. The other side we need to straighten out because I got it way, way crooked. This is just aluminum, I think, so it should bend fairly easy. We don't need it perfect by any means, but if we can get it kind of straight, we will. I'm no metal expert, but, and there's no way I'm going to have the right size screws for that. And that one's actually broken off in there. So we'll probably drill these out and just put a 1/4 bolt in it. So let me go yank the other one off. Drag the welder over here. We'll buzz those in real quick.
Say it was running a little rich.
I think that's just exhaust heat.
Right?
Or it's running rich, or it's all that junk that was coming out the exhaust. Who knows? All right, we're going to try to clean this up just a little bit with the wire wheel.
Okay.
What?
There's like a zip tie or something stuck in it.
Oh. Try to get us a little bit of clean metal to weld. This stuff is so pitted.
I think you may need something more aggressive.
Well, it's dancing. Whoa. And realistically, it's just an exhaust tip. And it's going to be covered by that shield. We just need it to weld it on a little better than that if we can. I'm completely missing that line. I'm having a fight with this thing. Hold, please. Drag it. That's a little better. All right, well, just going to buzz this all the way around. The other side I got to cut off, and it's actually pointed more straight back. Get that re-welded. And then what? Wash? Maybe? I don't know. We'll do something next. All right, I got all these kind of ugly welded back together. And we're going to have to drill that. Nope. We got these tapped out to 1/4 I don't have any stainless hardware, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to use regular. Yeah, that one's kind of a snug. Everything's kind of twisted.
Yeah, that makes sense on why it's put there. Who knows how this has been throughout the years? It's obviously started to hang, right?
All right, well, it makes sense why these were kind of bent up. We had to kind of tweak them to get them into place. But that's all right. Good enough. All right, we're going to get the other side bolted on real quick and then probably wash it. All right, changing plans again. Decided to go ahead and try to get this crap off this bed. Don't want to wash it and clean it all up and then try to get this stuff off and make a mess and then just end up having to wash it again. So we're going to try to drill out all these rivets, take these like tack strips out. I guess this thing had carpet on it at some point. So we're going to try to drill these rivets out. Hit it. Drill. Blocking the camera. Jesus. One. Helps to have good drill bits to cut the piece off.
Need some gloves.
You need some gloves?
Pull up the rivet off.
Then we could try to put carpet back on it. No. You don't want some green indoor-outdoor carpet?
Nope.
No sense of style.
Astroturf. Have a putting green with you everywhere you go.
No, well, it's got enough waves and hills in it. Try to chip into the center of the hitch. Well, made a gigantic mess. Maybe you can see what I'm trying to do here. Just trying to get it away from the edge so that when we chip this stuff off, it doesn't chip the sides. We'll go around with various scrapers and whatnot. Try to get all this crap broke off of here.
Some of it's thick.
Yeah, some of this stuff is, I mean, it's thick. You can see it there. It's at least a 1/4 inch thick. All right, we'll keep chipping away at it. All right, now you can kind of see what we're working with here. Some of this obviously was peeling off easily, had water underneath it. Some of this was stuck really good, especially through the middle. I think the middle's fairly thin. Excuse me. So we ended up taking a grinder, just kind of feathering off all the edges. I'm going to go back with, this is 320 on a DA. Just kind of, again, knock this looseness down and give it something to, what we're going to end up putting on here, the Raptor liner, something to bite to. Again, we're just trying to knock the looseness off. For the most part, just hand washing is taking care of most of this. The stuff that's on here, we're kind of caked on. Just using a green Scotch-Brite. It seems to be doing the trick. taking all this kind of algae and scale off. I do want to try it on these rusty parts from these hinges. Oh yeah, takes it right off. All right. No sense in you guys just watching this whole thing get scrubbed down. See you guys in a bit. Good morning. Got the van truck thing all washed up yesterday. Came out pretty good. I wish there was some, we could tell what this design and stuff was. Thing was, I believe, painted blue at one point. I'm right in the shadow here. Oh, you can see it on the bed. Guessing it was blue at one point, and then they went over with like this tan and brown and did some designs. I'd love to see some pictures of this thing when it was built. I think we're going to start this morning with a little bit of prep work. So again, we're going to do this wipe on clear coat from Vice Grip. Is a matte finish. Comes with an applicator. We have these like little foam brushes that might help get around some of the small areas. On the bed, I plan on doing the Raptor Bedliner to protect everything. I know that kit will do like an entire 8-foot bed, inside walls and everything. So I'm hoping to go ahead and do the floorboards as well on the interior. But we need to go around and get all this old carpet off. So I'd like to do the floorboards up over the humps, maybe around the engine if we can, maybe the engine cover. We'll kind of see how far we can get. So we're probably going to have to rip we are going to have to rip all this carpet out. Might have to take these lower panels out. Other than that, I think these guards are going to have to come back off so we can get behind a little easier. As well as, I want to tape off a few things like the antenna, tape off the emblem. You're supposed to be able to wipe this stuff off or clean it off with acetone. But if we can I have tape, so if we can tape it off, we will. Lock cylinders, handles, stuff like that. A few of the lenses. So I'm gonna try to fight our way through getting this carpet out of here. Should be a blast. I'm so excited. All right, taking off a couple things here. It's really old school magazine rack, so your passenger can.
There's some glass in it.
Your passenger can look at magazines while you're driving this beast down the road.
Priorities.
Probably gonna go ahead and pull this brake controller out of here. Obviously, we don't have it hooked up. There's some kind of goofy bracket that can come out. Stuff like that. We're just gonna kind of prep this thing. We're gonna go through and sand up the floors or scuff them, vacuum everything, wipe everything down. She's gonna work on carpet.
Nope, we're good. Get rid.
All right, got most of the carpet out of my side. Gotta do around the back. I'm gonna continue on cleaning this stuff up. I got the rubber boot off the steering column. I'm guessing this was an old school like brake controller that actually used hydraulic pressure. I'm going to pull this plug out. It goes into the proportioning valve, I believe. Pull this plug out and plug off the valve. Anyway, we're just going to continue on and get this thing cleaned up, run the wire wheel over everything, and check back with you in a few. Okay, got the interior kind of cleaned up a little bit, knocked all the loose rust off, got most of this glue off. What we're putting on here is textured, so I'm not too concerned with it. Just want to knock the big stuff off of it, which we'll get back to that in a little bit. Also went around in preparation of our coating. I kind of rough taped everything. You're supposed to be able to clean this stuff off with acetone or whatever, but I figured I'd kind of tape off some stuff that I didn't necessarily want product on. Save us a little bit of cleanup time, hopefully. Also took the backup light lenses out and the tail light lenses out. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to grab some gloves, which I should have had out already. I'm ill prepared. Come on, there we go.
Reminder, we both need to wear gloves when doing the raptor liner this time.
Okay. I'm supposed to mix this 8-to-1. I'm already spilling it. Stuff actually smells kind of good. Here, what a paper towel. I'm hoping to not use all of this. I don't want to do the roof of the cab yet, or the wing, because the wing actually needs some repairs. There's no point in clear coating it yet until we get some stuff fixed on that, some rust holes, which will be later on down the road. Okay. Something like that. I don't know what this says about mixing, but we're just going to mix it. I perused them.
Which means you didn't read them.
I don't know. I'm sure it just says mix it together. I can't reach it.
Wash the surface with Dawn dish soap, then lightly scrub or scuff, removing any dirt or scale, which we did yesterday. Let dry completely.
The mixing. Get to the mixing.
Mix clear catalyst with the chemical to achieve chemical resistance.
No, that's all it says. Mix it.
2 hours hot light.
While we were cleaning up the interior, we found this kind of cool. Hydraulic systems, components, machinery, equipment, Tacoma, Washington, which allegedly, or well, this is where Washington somewhere is where the guy we bought it from originally purchased it. That's kind of a cool find. All right, let's set this over here. For better dipping purposes, I'm going to dump it in this tray. I thought it would be thicker. Okay. I'm going to start with the back doors here. All right, now I've never used this stuff before, so we will see how this goes. But it's wipe on, so I guess we just wipe it on, huh?
Already going double dip.
That's all right. It'll come off the glass easily.
It does say if you want to apply a second coat, wait 20 minutes.
24 hours.
Is it 24 hours? Or
Yep.
20 minutes?
I could be wrong. I have to double check. I've been wrong before. Again, this is a matte finish. Whoa.
Yeah, it's just a running. Nope.
Oh, there goes that.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
It's supposed to be like leveling as well. And this Swiffer stuff, it's kind of hard to see what I got and what I didn't. Probably have like a light shining on it or something, but
Can you go grab one?
nah. We're gonna wing it. That's what we do around here.
Great. There, you missed the spot.
I don't need a light, I got you.
We're not looking for gloss, we're just looking to try and preserve the paint.
Right. Now obviously, you look at the side of this thing, there's chunks missing, there's damage. This thing needs a full strip down, and who knows how much body filler's on this thing. But that would obviously change this entire vehicle. There's no way we would be able to recreate the designs in the paint I showed earlier. There's no way we could be able to do that with our skill set.
It's really cool. It's like a paisley swirl that you can see inside.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's like a handkerchief print.
Yeah. So my point is, we want to preserve the look that it has. We don't want to change it. So if this stuff will protect it for years to come, then great. All right, I think that's good. Again, this is supposed to be like self-leveling and all that, so should be able to just kind of smear it on here, and it'll do its thing, hopefully. Oh, I did not tape this window off. Okay, well, we'll get back to that, I guess.
Apparently you got one thing.
Yeah. Pretty sure I did this window. Nope. All right, well, you get the idea of what we're trying to do. I think she's just going to set up the tripod. We'll do this in fast motion, get this all knocked out. Okay, got the entire thing coated. Stuff goes on pretty easy. Don't use a foam brush. The foam brush will separate and start coming apart. If you're using this stuff and putting it on with the applicator, don't mix up very much. We didn't use not even half of what we mixed, so which is a waste, unfortunately, but it's the way it is. So I'm going to start working on the bed here. She's going to wipe down the interior. This stuff is dry to the touch. It dries to the touch in 20 to 30 minutes. This rust fix stuff, it's supposed to kill rust, stops rust on contact, sure. Reviews on it were really good. So I'm going to go around and hit all these patches to treat it. The stuff's supposed to turn black when it's done or dries. Again, I know this is not the right way to do this. This would take hours and hours and hours of metal work and body work, and to bring this back to what it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like. It's not happening. Again, yeah, we're trying to preserve it, try to class it up a little bit. I'm gonna go around and spray all these rusty spots. I do have some self-etching primer we can hit the bare metal with. I'm impatient, so this clear isn't dry, so I can't actually like tape off the sides. You see it's already turning darker in some spots. All right, I'm just gonna blast this entire thing. Got all the rust preventative stuff on here. Got it all coated on the interior too. Put the stacks back on, put the lenses back in. Unfortunately, we're waiting on some parts. I could not find a wing window, which we got something coming. I think it'll work. And we ordered some cab lights. They aren't here yet. So also this clear and this rust preventative needs 24 hours to fully cure. So we can't get back on any of this stuff just yet, and we're waiting on parts. So we're gonna have to put this on pause for just a little bit. See you guys in probably a couple days. All right, we're back. It's actually probably a couple days later now. Working on some other things, getting some parts coming, whatnot. Been working on some prep stuff today, and getting ready for this spray on bedliner stuff. Kind of got a rough line of what we want taped off, and obviously we still got to cover a bunch of stuff. Got to cover the engine and whatnot, but gets a little tricky around like these corners where I'm trying to get coverage. Before we finish that and get on to spraying the bedliner stuff, I want to go on the bed here. I've got this self-etching primer. This is Bond's Direct to Metal. I want to hit all these bare metal spots on the bed. This stuff dries to recoat or top coat in 30 minutes, so I want to get this done. So I'm going to start spraying this stuff on real quick, just kind of protect the metal underneath. Nothing too heavy, just kind of a light coat for protection. That's on the ground. I'm gonna go around and spray this, all the bare metal spots I see. Again, I know this is not the proper way to do this. This should be gone down to bare metal and body work and all that stuff. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. To be honest with you, I don't have the knowledge to do it correctly. And I damn sure don't have the money to pay somebody to do it right. Labor is expensive. You notice the absolute train wreck we got going on behind me. If everything goes right, that video should be out before this one. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. It was supposed to be an engine refresh that it turned into a mess. You'll have to watch the video and check it out. We're gonna spray bomb all this stuff real quick. Continue with our paper. I think we're ready for the liner. All right, I think we are about as prepared as we're gonna get. It's gonna get a little tricky, like inside here. Grab this. It'd be too much of a pain to try to tape all this stuff off, so I think I'm just going to use a chunk of cardboard to kind of help guide me. Cover overspray and whatnot. We got the big stuff, obviously the engine, around the steering column, master cylinder, the gas pedal, like rubber piece just disintegrated. We'll have to find something there. So yeah, inside be a little tricky, but I don't think it'll be that bad. Back here, I think I'm going to spray this sill, and then we'll have to close the doors and tape off the last little bit here and see how far this goes. Also got the engine cover over here ready to go. This kit is enough, what am I trying to say? Enough to do a C10 long bed, bed floor, tailgate, inside of the bed rail, or inside of the bed sides. This obviously isn't an 8-foot bed. It's completely different. So I don't know how far this is going to go. Hopefully we can at least get the bed floor and the interior done the way I want it to. If we have to, we can spray this black just with paint. I'm not sure what we're going to do to cover with this anyway later, if we're going to put some kind of console or what. You can buy this stuff in aerosol cans. So if we're just a little bit short, or if we just need touch up, we can do that. I do have the 2 side engine plates, like the little cover deals, and the battery cover over here painted up just with some gloss black. Not going to coat those in the Bedliner stuff. You do want to paint directly next to what you just clear coated and the vehicle that you just polished a couple weeks ago, but there's only so much room. So she's getting this mixed up. I got the spray gun ready to go. Does come with a kit to roll it on if you want. I prefer spraying, it's way faster. So sit back, relax, grab an adult beverage if you haven't already, and cue the music. All right, we're back. It's a few days later. Bedliner's all dry. Well, it's got water on it because it was sitting outside for the last day or two. A few other things we want to do to the outside of this thing. We cannot find an actual vent window, so we got some plexiglass we're going to try to cut and glue in there to at least get us semi-sealed up. We're going to put on these ungodly huge mirrors, which I already know I'm going to hate, but we're going to try them anyway. And then we are fortunate enough on eBay to find some new old stock replacement cab lights. We have one extra lens, one light that's completely broken. That one there, you can see the frames all broke off of it. One of these other ones we might be able to salvage. We'll see. I don't know if we can just glue this guy back in, or I'm pointing at the windshield. Sorry. I don't know. We might have to swap that one out. But out of what we have and the two replacements, hopefully we can make 5 cab lights work. Other than that, we got wheels and tires put on this thing, which I'm super excited for. And then I think we're pretty much done with the outside, at least for this video. All right, got all the glass cleaned out. It looks like we don't have to take our little latch off there. I have a piece of cardboard that's way too big. I want to try to use this straight edge so we can line it up with a straight edge on the plexiglass. So I think to start with, we'll probably just do a rough estimate here and go extra wide. Cut this thing out and then fine tune a little bit. What do you think? Okay, got our kind of rough shape here. I think probably the easiest thing to do would be mark the other side on the inside edge of the frame. So we'll kind of mark this edge and then cut it wide until we get to something, I guess. I don't know. I'm guessing. No, how did I get this bottom corner so round? All right, I think we need to cut top edge here. All right, that side's fitting pretty good. Although I did mess it up down here. I'm not sure how that happened. All right, that's pretty close. I think we need to go probably just an 1/8 inch or so off of this side. We'll fine tune as we go. Got my little air saw. I think you can probably use a jigsaw or whatever. I have one, but it's up at the house. We're gonna give this a try. It's a little loud. Try to play with the volume here a little bit. I apologize ahead of time if the compressor kicks on, but this is what we got to work with. All right, I did cut wider than my line. We're gonna take it over here to the sander. See if we can clean this up just a bit. Don't show the wheels. Don't show the wheels yet. Just trying to get a sneak peek. What? Oh, I think we're too long on our bottom section here. Although we're not down all the way. Let go. Give it back. I think we're a little long across here. I think it needs to rotate in just slightly. All right, now let's see if I can get this thing back out of here. It's also got that plastic coating on each side, which makes the hair thicker. All right, well, we got it to fit. We ended up taking the rubber seal out. Wasn't quite fitting, and it's not really a rubber seal anymore. And we already knew we had to kind of glue this thing in. So I'm just going to use some clear adhesive silicone, some Permatex stuff, and just probably make an absolute mess.
You want the clear coating off of this or not yet?
No. I'm thinking we'll cut that after the fact. Need a bigger. All right, nice thick bead in there. Take that. That into place. Close it. Yeah. See if it'll latch on the other side. It will, kinda. Okay. So I left the plastic on it. You can see it's kind of smeared its way out in areas. So we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to go around this edge with a razor blade and peel it off a little later. How long does it take to dry? I can't read that. 24 hours for full cure. Bonded. Tack free in 1 hour. Well, we'll give it a little time. We'll see what it does. What's next? All right, let's try to get these mirrors off of here. This will even come off. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Well, that's an issue. Got it. Sometimes all it takes is an impact. I didn't want to pull those all the way off. Got it. It's really weird not having a hood to set stuff on. Alright, well, let's do something.
Like too wide.
Way too wide, holy cow. Alright, so let's take that back off. The good thing is these do that. So can we move them back out some? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, because this needs to go, this can go this way too. Well, not very well though. Bring it back over.
Back out where they were, ish.
Ish. They're big and ridiculous, but they're not that bad. We'll see. I don't know. That's a lot of mirror. Holy cow. Yeah. I don't know. Tell me what you think. We couldn't find any that were the size that came off. I know there's other clamp-on options. We can do a square mirror and like a spot mirror maybe. This will get us by for now, or at least they're not broken. We're gonna just quick knock out the other side. We gotta change the battery, and we want to get these lights on. And we got a bunch of balls to replace still too. Forgot about that. Be back in a minute. Got all these working. Ended up just using a screw and a like a U-style clip. I didn't have any small like machine screws with nuts that would fit. Want to get all the lights working, so we're working back here. And this side was really, really dim, so we took the tail light out. And it is full.
There's a colony.
A full colony of nests in here. That is wild.
The nest on top of the nest is what gets me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna put this back together, and I think wheels and tires, and we're done for this video. All right, got the wheels and tires on this thing. It looks good. I like it a lot. Try not to slip in the mud here. You ready? I think it turned out pretty good. Found these wheels and tires on Marketplace. I am a sucker for steel wheels and center caps. Not sure about the white. Might try to find a cream color spray paint that matches the body. I think that would look a little better. Also, the tires are probably too big. I'm sure these fronts are going to rub. I had different thoughts on this thing, on directions to go. It is a straight axle front. I thought very seriously about doing a four-wheel drive conversion with like some 31s or 32s. Thought that might be kind of cool. Thought really hard about dually swapping it. You know, we could build some rear fenders, do dually hubs on the front. But somebody put a lot of time and effort into this thing, and I didn't have the heart to change it too much. I like the look a lot, and like I said, I don't want to change it too much. I like the way it is. Got all the lights working except for this outer one. The socket's messed up. I got to get a socket for it. Another thing I want to do is it's got these like stake holes front and rear. I'm not sure what they use them for. But I'm thinking about building some stakes for this thing, kind of like a Dodge Little Red Express would have. I think that might be kind of cool. Might add to the vibe a little bit. I'm not sold on the mirrors, but I'm kind of okay with them. They actually look okay. The fake glass turned out pretty good. The plexi. All the cab lights are working. I do want to still see if we can find some new lenses for the other ones. So this thing's a bit of a ways from being on the road just yet. So a few videos ago we did clean like 1/2 inch of sludge out of the master cylinder, so we kind of move this thing around. The brake pedal's getting softer and softer every time we move it, so we ordered some parts. We got to go through the brakes still a little bit. It's got a massive exhaust leak on this passenger side, and all that coolant work we did, it's still leaking coolant. So we're going to end up blowing this cooling system completely apart, replacing all the hoses. If we do that, I'd like to get that fan that's on the rear radiator working. Might as well. And other than that, I'm anxious to drive it, and I parked it here for a reason. What if we hook this to that? Just cause. I'm not against drilling a hole and putting a gooseneck ball in this bed. Comment below, tell me what you think. I don't want to go any bigger than that. There's not a lot of structure under this bed that I really trust, but I think it would be neat to just drag this thing around. But first, we should probably put a mile or 1.5 miles on it or something. Make sure she's worthy of the road. Other than that, we got a long ways to go. Like I said, we got some interior work to do. This sun is just right in the wrong spot. I apologize. We got some interior work to do. We got some mechanical work to do. Clear coat turned out pretty good. We forgot to clean the windows because, these things happen. I did spray like the wheel wells and the gas tank. It needs another coat. What am I missing? I know I'm missing some stuff. I can't think straight. It's been a long day. Yeah, we got our VIN verification done. We don't even have a tag for it yet, so we got to do that step before we can drive it. Yada yada. The list goes on. Like I said, there's a lot of work to do. There's some more process, some more steps to do. This thing will be back, of course. You guys seem to love this thing. The first video blew up. I thank you guys so much for the support. I'm glad everybody likes it. I love this thing. Other than that, you got anything to add? Thanks for watching. Like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it very, very much. Help me grow my channel. I'm still new. I'm still starting out. I want to be able to continue. I want to be able to bring you guys some more content, some more stuff. So subscribing helps. I've got big plans in the future, but I need you guys' support to do it. So if you would hit that button below, I'd really appreciate it. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.